Good evening. I'm Michael Taverni.
And I'm Rehan Kapadia.
North Korea may be hiding more nuclear weapons. The United States government is expressing great concern about the possible nuclear sites in North Korea. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is meeting with the South Korea, and Japan in Washington, D.C. to talk about the possible responses to the North Korean government. Many people in Washington were very scared, and the government is worried about North Korea. We will keep you updated. Rehan?
Teens are now turning to a nutmeg to get high. This popular kitchen spice is gaining popularity among teenagers. Videos on YouTube are showing teens consuming, snorting, and even smoking nutmeg. The oil in the nutmeg creates hallucinogens, similar to the ones contained in marijuana. People are using nutmeg for eggnog and apple pie during the Christmas season, and children are now sneaking into their cabinets to get nutmeg for a simple high. Here's a video of a teen using nutmeg.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. The Bears are on a 5-game winning streak and have the best record in the NFC North. On the other hand, they have played the easiest part of their schedule. The last 4 games, they faced the AFC leading Patriots at home and the New York Jets at home. They will play 2 at Green Bay and Minnesota. Jay Cutler is on a roll right now, but he will be facing some young corners on the Patriots, including McCourty and Arrington. Lovie Smith said after the Vikings game, the offensive line did an outstanding job pass blocking, and of course with the run. And our passing game, Jay Cutler, did a great job of distributing the ball to all receivers, and they made plays. End quote. The Chicago Bulls are the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference Central Division right now. The Bulls took it to the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, 88-83. The Bulls took over in the fourth quarter, and Derrick Rose finished the game with 29 points. Kyle Korver came off the bench and contributed quality minutes while scoring 12 points. The Bulls are leading the former contender Cavaliers by 6 games. Carlos Boozer is making a terrific comeback by scoring 25-plus points in his last 2 games. And the Bulls are riding a 3-game win streak. They have quality wins over Denver, Oklahoma City, and the 17-4 Dallas Mavericks. The Bulls are facing one of their hardest tests on Friday night versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Tom Thibodeau has put together a team that is playing with great heart right now and finding ways to get it done on the court. Earlier this week, longtime Cubs player and announcer Ron Santo died. His funeral is on Friday, and many people showed up to his wake to give respect to someone who bled Cubby Blue. In other news, in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, the Cubs signed first baseman Carlos Pena to a 1-year contract worth $10 million. He played for the Tampa Bay Rays last year and batted .196. 2 years ago, Pena hit 39 home runs, which was the most in the American League that year. Cubs fans are hoping for him to hit nearly the same amount of home runs in their fairly small ballpark. The Cubs are linked to possibilities of signing 31-year-old starting pitcher Brandon Webb and possibly trading the Texas Rangers for first baseman Chris Davis. We will keep you updated when we hear more. Breaking news here. The Sox just signed Paul Konerko. Rehan has more for us. Rehan?
Well, Mike, Paul Konerko just signed a 3-year, $37.5 million contract. Earlier in the week, Adam Dunn signed with the White Sox for a 4-year, $56 million contract, which was a pay cut from the last season, and the Sox catcher A.J. Pierzynski re-signed with the team to a 2-year, $8 million contract, which was also a pay cut.
Thanks, Rehan. The Sox look like they're going to have a great season this year after acquiring Edwin Jackson late last year and now have Adam Dunn and Paulie back.
Today, Miley Cyrus celebrated her 18th birthday. That may not seem too interesting, but I'm not just speaking about the obnoxious and gratuitous way she celebrated. Rather, I'm talking about Miley having her precious iPhone stolen from her the very same day. On her iPhone, she had saved 3 to 4 photos of herself in rather promiscuous poses. One of the photos was reported as a nude photo. Ah, Miley, what a way to celebrate your 18th birthday. Late last night on the Las Vegas Strip, a rather interesting event occurred. A cop, sitting in his squad car waiting in traffic like every other person, smelt a strong scent of marijuana. He tracked it to a large black Escalade 3 cars ahead of him. The Escalade had a small crack in the sunroof, while the rest of the windows were tinted. The cop, knowing the Escalade was harboring marijuana-smoking individuals, demanded the people inside to come out. The cop, on the spot, arrested none other than the famous Paris Hilton. By herself, Paris succeeded to smoke enough weed that a cop from 3 cars away could smell it through the closed... Oh, God, I almost had it.
Dude, just pause it or just...
The cop on the spot arrested none other than the famous Paris Hilton. By herself, Paris succeeded to smoke enough weed that a cop from 3 cars away could smell the sweet Mary Jane. Good job, Paris. Everyone wishes they were as rich, if not more rich, than the Kardashians. Well, Kim Kardashian recently sponsored a credit card bearing her name, labeled as the Kardashian card. Perhaps she thought this card would be coveted by many. Well, she was everything but right. The card was forced to be withdrawn earlier this afternoon due to complaints about the extreme and gratuitous fees. Some of the fees include a $1.50 ATM fee withdrawal, $7.95 monthly fees, and $99.95 to buy the card. Some other ridiculous fees are included, but remain hidden.
A terrible story here. A 3-year-old was shot in the head at his home on Friday night in Peoria at 10:38 p.m. Police were notified of gunfire in the 1300 block of North Street. The child had not died as of 5:15 a.m. today. Anyone with information on this crime should call the Peoria Police Department at 309-673-4521. And lastly, it's a 6-hour standoff finally ended this morning when the sheriff deputies smoked out the victim's SUV.
Oh, shit.
This standoff occurred on I-94 in Milwaukee when deputies pulled over the SUV and realized it was stolen. The initial smoke is thought to be some sort of tear gas. The names of the 2 arrested have not been released. We will be back tomorrow with more news at 10 p.m. Thank you, and have a good day.
Are you looking for somewhere to go to college? Go to Indiana.
No! Go to Michigan State!
No! Indiana!
Michigan State!
Indiana. Home of the best.
Oh, come on, go. Ah, turn left.
Here, drink this Arnold Palmer.
What is it?
It's half lemonade, half iced tea. It'll make it better.
Let's go. Come on. Hole in one!
Oh my God! Hole in one!